Giddy Tales, where African stories lives. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. In a small village nestled at the foot of the mountains, there lived a young African woman named Mona. She was known far and wide for her kindness, beauty, and gentle spirit. Her radiant smile could lift the heaviest of hearts, and her compassion for others made her a beloved member of the community. One moonlit night, while Mona was walking by the river to fetch water, she encountered a strange figure cloaked in darkness. The air grew cold, and the usual sounds of the night fell silent. Unbeknownst to her, this was an evil spirit that had been roaming the land for centuries, seeking someone pure of heart. The spirit, intrigued by Mona's purity and goodness, cast a spell on her, and she soon found herself pregnant with its child. As the months passed, Mona's pregnancy became a topic of much speculation and gossip among the villagers. They noticed an otherworldly glow in her eyes and sensed something strange about her unborn child. Fear and superstition took hold, and the villagers began to distance themselves from her. Mona, resilient and determined, carried on with grace, knowing that she would protect her child no matter what. One stormy night, amid thunder and lightning, Mona gave birth to a peculiar baby boy. His eyes glowed like embers, and his presence sent shivers down the villagers' spines. They whispered that he was the spawn of a demon, a curse upon their land. Despite their fear, Mona looked at her baby and saw only innocence and love. She named him Aiken, meaning the strange one. The villagers' hatred for Aiken grew so intense that they plotted to kill him, believing he was a curse that would bring misfortune to the village. But Mona, driven by a mother's unwavering love, protected her child with all her might. She fled to the deepest part of the forest, where she raised Aiken in secret. Despite the villagers' attempts to harm him, Aiken survived, growing stronger and wiser with each passing day. Years went by, and Aiken's glowing eyes became a source of curiosity and fear. In the solitude of the forest, Mona taught Aiken about compassion, courage, and resilience. She told him stories of their ancestors, instilling in him a sense of pride and purpose. Aiken grew up to be a strong and intelligent young man with a heart as pure as his mother's. Meanwhile, the village continued to suffer under the cruel rule of their wicked king. Abba, he ruled with an iron fist, showing no mercy to his people. The villagers lived in fear, their spirits crushed by his tyranny. Desperate for change, they whispered tales of a prophecy about a savior who would one day rise to overthrow the tyrant and bring peace to the land. One fateful day, Aiken, now a young man, emerged from the forest. His presence commanded attention, and his glowing eyes were a testament to his extraordinary origins. He had heard of the villagers' plight and knew it was time to fulfill his destiny. He ventured into the village, determined to bring an end to King Oba's reign of terror. The villagers, who once feared Aiken, watched in awe as he stood tall and confident. His glowing eyes radiated strength and determination. Aiken challenged King Aba to a duel, declaring that he would free the village from his cruelty. The villagers, curious and hopeful, gathered to witness the battle. The duel was fierce and intense, with swords clashing and sparks flying. Aiken's strength and agility were unmatched, and he fought with a sense of purpose and justice. With each strike, he remembered his mother's teachings and the love she had shown him. In the end, Aiken defeated the cruel king, freeing the village from his reign of terror. The villagers, once filled with fear and hatred, now saw Aiken as their savior. As the new king, Aiken ruled with wisdom and compassion. He brought peace and prosperity to the land, healing the wounds inflicted by the previous regime. The villagers, who once despised him, now celebrated him as their beloved ruler. Under his just rule, the village thrived, and the people lived in harmony. Mona, proud of her son's achievements, continued to be a guiding light in his life. She was honored and respected by all, and her story became a symbol of love and resilience. Aiken, grateful for his mother's unwavering support, ensured that her legacy would be remembered for generations. In time, the story of Mona and her strange child became a cherished folktale passed down through generations. The legend reminded everyone that even in the darkest of times, love, courage, and resilience could triumph, and that greatness could come from the most unexpected places. But peace and prosperity did not come without challenges. Despite Akon's wise and compassionate rule, remnants of King Oba's loyalists remained in the shadows, plotting to overthrow the new king. They believed that Akon's rule was a threat to their power and privilege. One night, as the village celebrated a bountiful harvest, a group of Oba's loyalists launched a surprise attack. The village was thrown into chaos as fires erupted and screams filled the air. Akon, along with his loyal guards, fought bravely to protect his people. In the midst of the battle, Mona, who had always been by her son's side, found herself face to face with one of the attackers. With a fierce determination fueled by love, she defended herself and others, proving that her strength was not just in her kindness, but also in her courage. "My people," he began, "we have faced many trials, and we have emerged stronger. But our journey is far from over. We must stand united, for together we are invincible. Let us rebuild our village, fortify our defenses, and protect the peace we have worked so hard to achieve." The villagers, inspired by Akon's leadership, rallied together to rebuild their homes and strengthen their community. They constructed watchtowers, trained warriors, and established a council to ensure that every voice was heard. Months passed, and the village flourished once more. One day, a mysterious wanderer arrived, seeking audience with King Akon. The wanderer, an elderly woman with wise eyes and a knowing smile, claimed to have traveled from a distant land with a message for the king. Akon listened intently, his curiosity piqued. The wanderer revealed that the evil spirit that had cursed his mother and given him life was part of a greater darkness that sought to consume the land. She explained that Akon's glowing eyes were a gift, a symbol of his connection to the light that could vanquish the darkness. "You must journey to the Forbidden Mountains," the wanderer continued, "and find the Crystal of Light. Only with its power can you defeat the ancient evil and protect our world." Determined to fulfill his destiny, Akon prepared for the perilous journey. He bid farewell to his mother, Mona, who blessed him with words of wisdom and love. "Remember, my son," she said, "you carry the light within you. Let it guide you and give you strength." Akon set out on his journey, accompanied by a group of loyal companions. They traveled through dense forests, across treacherous rivers, and over towering mountains. Along the way, they faced numerous challenges, from fierce creatures to harsh weather.